Hello and welcome back to Generation Zero. Last time we did a couple side quests, and this time we are doing one of the main quests, Flying Blind, which you actually get... Where is it? Okay, yeah, this is all farmland, so it's here, at the Sorkin command bunker. You get the mission here, but you have to go back down here to the airfield. So, right now we are right here. We're gonna make our way up, maybe hit here. Last time I was in this area, there was a tank patrolling from about here to like this road and kind of back. So I might be able to squeeze in, pick what I can, and bolt. We're gonna push around. There is a hillside entrance around here, but we're gonna see if we can just hop the fence because, honestly, I don't know if they fixed it yet, but on console, at least normal PlayStation 4, this area has horrible loading issues. Your frames drop to like 3 frames per second. It's terrible. A friend of mine on PS4 Pro had less of an issue. The only way I figured out to fix it is to just stare at something for a while, and eventually the game's like, oh hey, we can stop. But so we need to at least get here. Oh yeah, I love that. You saw nothing. You heard nothing. Well, South Coast is going to be more interesting. Let's lightning fast check where he is. Okay, just there. Oh no, that's not even it. That's the old guy. That's the new one. Right at the church. At least I know there's a church there, so I can push down and make my way there. Oh, that's a main mission too. Huh. But yeah, I've been thinking about doing a video kind of going over what I'd like to see added to this, mostly just weapons, because the 80s time frame allows for so many more weapons to be added, and you can, if you want a fast and easy way of doing it, you could pretty much just take everything from Black Ops and put it in, because everything was made by the 80s. You know, you could have the, well, depending, because I don't remember if I think Sweden was NATO. I don't think they got absorbed into the USSR and the Warsaw Pact. I don't think they ended up ever being a Warsaw state, because I know even current day, a lot of former Warsaw states still have Russian military bases on them, and they're considering the fact that some of the story is like the Russians being like, hey, we don't know what's going on here, and people being like, oh, is it the Russians invading? I don't think they were. I think they were part of NATO. And that's the thing, is I don't know a lot about the Cold War. All honesty, I just know it was a ton of proxy wars. Once again, I blame the American education system, because it's something we probably should have known a bit more about, considering, you know, it has knock-on effects that are still affecting society today. You know, the Red Scare led to a fear of communism, which even nowadays in the political sphere we hear people and see people absolutely terrified of communism and socialism, which if, you know, things like the Red Scare never happened, you know, Russia failed to become communist back during the Bolshevik Revolution, or the KMT managed to beat Mao Zedong during the Chinese Civil War back in the 40s, then, or well, a little before the 40s, I believe, but during that, everything would have changed because the influence the communists would have not existed. But because they did, and then us not exactly being amicable with each other, that resulting in the Cold War and all the proxy wars, Bay of Pigs, Vietnam, even to a degree Korea. It's all had a knock-on effect that even now we still feel. I could probably sprint, but I'm also paranoid because if anything spots me, I have absolutely no cover. Am I? Don't tell me I'm out of fireworks. Okay, I do have some fireworks. Got real scared for a second. Last thing I need is to suddenly run out of everything that's useful. Quick pan. Okay, we're good. Kind of wish you could change. I don't even know what old thermals look like, because the blue and red is kind of painful to look at. I wish it was like black and white, dark orange, light orange. I think there's a couple other thermal types I know exist. Another thing, like I mentioned before, because I have the schematic, I can see the armor plates on the runners and so on. Ooh. Oh, it's a hunter. Yep. I can see its gun, the combat optics. I really like that effect. No. Zoom. There. But jumping back to what I was talking about, like the weapons, because of their proximity to Russia, you could, in theory, have both Russian, well, Warsaw State, and NATO weaponry to some degree in the same area. You know, you could have a SPAS-12, you could have M16s, or the Colt Commando. You could have, I mean, you already have AKs. You could have an RPD. You could have, I mean, you could go even, if you wanted to go old school, you could do some like World War II weapons, have a Thompson, have a, I think it's no, it's not a DSK, because a Dushka uses, that's newer, because that's a 50. I'm spacing on the light machine gun, but it's the old Soviet ones that used, or not, they weren't even Soviet. No, they were Soviet at the time because that was World War II. But there were the pan-fed LMGs where they had the big disc that you'd slap on the top. You could run those. You could have PPSHs, so Papa Shahs. You could do the PPSH 41, which had the big old drum on it. The newer, I think 43, used stick mags. If you wanted to not care about realism, you could make that a variation, like an attachment. So you could go, you know, thick boy mags or drums or whatever you want. Oh, I gotta get to the underground bunker. That's neat. Is there no fence? Because I know the other side there's a fence. I'm gonna be kind of butthurt if there's no fence here, because that means the first time I came through here, I could have just left this way and looped around. This is why you have binoculars, idiot. There isn't even a fence. Also, that building is not enterable. Which, I know it's a minor thing, but I'll be real. The number of non-enterable buildings just tilts me off the face of the planet. Oh. Oh. Okay, we're gonna peek this guy. He's gone. Oh, no. That's a Phoenix, if I've ever seen one. Yep, Phoenix class. I really don't want to screw with those. I can fight them. Flat out. Put a round through their fuel tank and they're still dead. But this place isn't like, here's two runners. This is kind of the... When you look at the map, this is... One, this is huge. Two, this is kind of the cornerstone structure of the farmlands region. So, I can't really be like, oh, I'll just run and gun. At least there's this entrance. Locate and enter the weapon storage. Okay. Yep, I thought there was. Yeah, you can see just how slow everything starts to get. I think part of that might just be my character's reload speed, but the game definitely slows down here, which makes traveling through here really, really annoying. Okay, no one further down. Let's see, does X-ray vision pick up anyone? Okay, you had C4 strapped to you. That's another minor thing I'd like to see is stuff like C4. Also, with that many bricks of C4, you should have a way bigger explosion. Oh, I hear fart gas. Locate the control room. Thank God this game just tells you where the control room is. Better than some games where it's like, locate the control room. Especially here, this place is terrible in terms of size. I'll take the flare, I don't want the radio. I'll just take it and drop it. That bag is in a wall. But I have... How many do I have? I have like... I want to say like 8 on me. Four. Okay. I don't need that gas tank either. But yeah, like, the med kits I've got, the EMPs, Granted, the EMPs are really useful. Hey, you got any free stuff? Well, that was a bit disappointing. Good thing these robots are incredibly dumb. I know once I get a good one, I'm just gonna start using a 50 cal the whole time. Where are you? Okay, good, you're not right next to me. Okay. One there, one there. Completely manageable for being real here. I had one where the game decided that it was going to put the guy, it's on my friend's save in his world. It's a Phoenix tank here at the Airbase. And we were both sitting there looking, and we spotted it. And I was just like, dude, there's no way in hell we're going to kill this thing. And he goes, oh, why? And I said, 1, it's a Phoenix tank. 2, for a little while when we were here, we had to hide because, as you can see, the frames are just chugging. But I had said, we're having to run. We had 2 Phoenix hunters. Yeah, this is me sprinting. This isn't me tweaking the footage or anything. It's just this bad. Let's get down here. Whoa. Hello. We'll snipe him. Of course I'd shoot over. Alright, I'm just gonna try to clear out everybody right here. And then I wanna take a moment and see if I can get some frames back. Unless all our frames are back now. Okay. Never mind. Crisis averted. Oh no, get away from me. Frames have ran away again. And they're back. I don't get it, man.
Hallå? Okej. Det här är Andreas Sjögren. Jag har låst in mig i elcentralen. De där jävlarna har något på gång. Jag såg en av de små spindelsakerna sätta sig på en generator och lamporna började blinka. Jag kikade på nätloggen och det ser ut som att de försöker rikta om strömmen. Jag har satt stopp för det. Jag vet inte hur länge jag kan fortsätta. Jävlar. Om jag dör så berätta för Anita att jag älskar henne. De är utanför dörren.
Okay, so down here's clear. I do apologize with the frames, but there's really nothing I can do short of stopping all the time to let frames kind of come back. Let's see if this helps a little bit. Just give it a moment. God, you can just see like how long it's taking to rotate weapons. Even just sprinting, it's... Getting through this area will be nice, just so that I never have to come back and deal with this. Because the rest of the game, as we've seen, the rest of the game runs fine. It's just this place. I don't know if it's the size of the bunker, or if it's number of enemies, or what the deal exactly is. I think part of it is, in fact, the size of the location, that it just overall just kind of tanks performance. Okay, I think this one was weapon storage. Yeah, now we're a little bit better. Nah, this wasn't it. This has got to just be an exit. That's what drives me up a wall with this place, is there's so many different routes you can take. Yep. This is just an exit. There's so many routes you can take that you just get lost. It's cool because it feels like an actual bunker. You know, you could see it realistically being this size, maybe even a little bit bigger, as opposed to games like Fallout where it's like, welcome to the secret Brotherhood of Steel bunker. We've been living here for 200 years, and there's like 4 toilets, 20 beds. And it's just like, yeah, we've been recruiting within our community, and we don't have a bunch of 3-eyed, 7-toed mutant babies, even though our genetic diversity would have likely doomed us long before this time. Yes, in combat, not really, but... Hey game, could you like tell me where the weapon storage is again? This way. Ah, yes. No, eyewear. Gotta make sure I wear the right mask. I gotta look the part. Oh, guy. Didn't expect you to be right there. At least this gives me an excuse to use a few med kits and free up a little bit of space. I'll just toss that smoke grenade. I never use them. Supply room key. Okay, it's a key with supply room on it. Don't really know why I needed to have a view ward section on that. The more I think about it, it might be the part, like the smoke effect is kind of tanking performance. Because I know that's always been an issue, like smoke grenades tanking games. And I should probably be trying to like run through this and not linger, but the potential for, you know, there's 2 guns I haven't found in this bunker, so I assume they're down here. They're somewhere in here, I just don't know where. And if I'm here, I might as well take everything. I need more fireworks and more flares now that I've, like I mentioned last time, I figured out the secret to them. Hey, new 50. Oh, that was it. It was just getting in here. And a new rocket launcher, which looks like it's in way better condition than my old one. Give me all the ammo. I'll end up tossing, you know, 80% of this anyways, but it's like I've said before, I don't have a use for 32 ACPs. As much as they want to make it a thing, it isn't. Oh yeah, I can't sprint. I'm sitting here just like, come on, I need to move faster. Ah, field radio. Not what I needed, but you know, I can't complain too much. I got a new replacement 50. Car battery EMP, that's useful. Kinda wish there was a perk that was like, hey, your EMPs weigh less. Or like a tactical rigging perk where any item you have hotkeyed or like in your quick menu, you reduce the weight of it. Okay, that's everything cleared and everybody out. So let's just get outside. Put my ski goggles back on. Check that 50. I mean, it's a blue 50. I think that's better than what I have. I was about to say, oh, I'll just fast travel out of here now, but I just remembered I can't. We gotta do this the old-fashioned way. Another robot there. Hey, my frames are back. Frames, old friend, how I've missed you. Of course I overcompensate. I'm honestly terrible. Oh, there goes the frames again. I'm really terrible at overcompensating my shots. Oh no, stay away. That was actually really good. I've been trying to figure out where I want to put my last perks, because there's like, hey, I could boost auto weapon damage. I'm like, that's good. But I kind of need recoil control, honestly. Like, my guy just... Even if it's only like 15% recoil control, I think that might be enough to allow me to stay on target when full autoing. Boy, I wish I knew where the exit was. I think that's an exit. Let's try it. I'll eventually find one. Yeah, you can tell how bad the frames are when, like, you can easily discern all the motion blur. You know what? I'll just get back to you when I finally make my way out. Okay, so we made our way out, just around this hill there's an exit, but we're now in the middle of all this. I mean, it's only a military class tank, but I can't sprint. So I think we're gonna... let's check the map. Okay, so he's there now. Okay, if I push back this way, I can cut around the outside and loop, and I should be safe. Of course. Please, just have that be everyone. I know there's one up there somewhere. I genuinely don't care. Okay, one combat. Cool. Means I can hopefully... can't fast travel, but I can at least hopefully make my way out. I definitely don't want to stand up. One, since I'm not really gonna... like, I'll get a slight movement speed boost, but I'm not getting, you know, enough to justify it. And because that tank is right there and will spot me. And there's... is that the dead one? Yeah. Ah, and then there's... let's see. 1, 2, 3... all of them Phoenix class. Once again, I really don't want to mess with them. Oh, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm really not in the mood for trying to fight 6 Phoenix class runners, over encumbered, without cover. My hope is that they'll move on so I can just squeeze on by. Because otherwise I'm kind of in a bad spot. Like, I could let them kill me and then just force myself to respawn. But that's kind of flying in the face of the game, you know? And it looks like we're good. I know there's probably someone who's like, well, why don't you just fight them all? You know, that's what he came here to see. And it's like, yeah, I would. But like I said, it's the wait. Plus, I don't want to sit here and pick fights with high-end runners. Mostly because it's going to hurt. Secondarily, because their payout isn't going to be worth it. Yeah, they're high-end, so they're going to drop better ammo and stuff. But it's still typically not worthwhile. Hunters? Sure. I'll slap the hell out of a hunter. I don't care. But just a runner? They're not really worth the investment of resources. Alright. Well, since I just have to get to the safe house, I'm going to call it here. If you enjoyed this episode, please make sure to hit the like button. It helps out the channel a lot. If you are new, please make sure to hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.